Welcome.
Welcome
to the celebrated
nightly news of Calaveras County. And we thank you for stopping by.
We sure do. And it's
Tonight's Thursday night.
It is Thursday night.
And we want to apologize. Last night I had to run solo because there was a mechanical failure, shall we say, that preempted some of our
normally scheduled programming.
But this was tonight. There's a lot of stuff. So this is kind of our weekend update or preview edition. There's a lot of stuff going on in the area for this weekend. Whether you want to sit and watch or if you want to go hike and bike and run do all kinds of stuff.
That's right. There's a lot going on.
I guess we want to touch bases a little bit on some of the election results. We did touch on it briefly last night, but didn't we? Let's go over some of our little bit of. Should we do a couple hard news pieces?
Okay, you do the hard news pieces, and then we'll talk about.
Well,
election.
I guess moderately hard.
Moderately.
And this is, I guess, sad rather than anything else. The memorial service has been set for John Flaherty, and this is the victim of the shooting last weekend over in Murderers Gulch. And
exactly.
It's set for next week. We have a notice on it on thepinetree.net if you want to view it on that. And also the family is accepting donations at Umpqua Bank. So if somebody wants to help out the family of the man who was the shooting victim. And also there's a couple accidents locally. One of them was we've had a couple comments on this as well. I guess there was an Anaheim resident that was driving recklessly up Utica Grade, went off the road, overturned, and we understand that it was a pickup that the cab went pretty well down and smashed down. And we heard from a viewer last night that when they just looked at it, they thought somebody was seriously hurt.
And they weren't.
And he was minor injuries, but reckless driving, and we had a couple comments on there. And the other one was...
It's the reason why I keep on smiling.
Was biking while intoxicated. And
which is not really funny, but it is funny.
And a 52-year-old Valley Springs resident, which we will... keep nameless. If you want, the press release is on the site, so if you want to go dig up, okay, all right.
But he hit a tree,
and
see, he's just going to ignore that.
The rider was riding his bike southbound on Gwen Mine Road, south of the Amador County line, approaching a sharp horseshoe right radius roadway curve.
A horseshoe right radius roadway curve?
Yes,
wow,
due to his extreme state of intoxication, and now I sound like I am, failed to negotiate the curve and rode straight off the roadway edge, vaulted down an approximately 30-foot drainage.
And vaulted is in there.
Vaulted, yes.
Is actually the descriptive word from the Sheriff's Department.
Vaulted down an approximately 30-foot drainage, so he probably... okay.
I'm flying.
Was airflown to Doctors Hospital Modesto for treatment and released for complaint. Okay. All right. DUI on a bike is section, if you're curious, section 21200.5 of the California Vehicular Code. So if you're DUI on a bike...
Because bikes are vehicles.
Yes. The bike, an unknown year Roadmaster Climber mountain bike, sustained minor damage to its front wheel. No other defects noted. So it's a pretty tough bike.
Yes, exactly.
The bike and day pack were booked into evidence of the San Andreas for safekeeping. So, biking while intoxicated. Not a good idea. Yeah, biking. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's kind of it.
That's the hard news.
So we'll segue. We touched briefly on it last night, but we'll segue over to a little bit of election coverage.
The elections coverage. There was an election on August 28th, in case you were wondering, and it encompassed quite a few special districts. Exactly. Obviously, you didn't vote.
I got a little bit of something in my throat.
What was interesting about this is that we have. We only have 11,249 registered voters, apparently, in the county.
In the county?
Yes. And the ballots cast total were 3,685, which comprised a voter turnout of 32%, 32.76%.
But in a lot of the districts, there wasn't even anybody to vote for. I mean, in District 3, there wasn't even a ballot, was there?
Well, when the incumbents run unopposed, they don't send out the ballots. You don't have to vote. See? And that was decided, I think, a couple of years ago, to save election costs.
Well, it makes sense, because, I mean, why send out if they're unopposed and, yeah.
But CCWD had a couple district director positions up for election. And you touched on this a little bit last night, apparently. And Charlie Hebard is no longer the District 1 director. Phil McCartney actually won 981 votes.
Now, what's his background? Do you know?
I don't know very much about him, except he put out a lot of signs.
A lot of signs?
A lot of signs. Yes, and Jeff Davidson won for District 5 again. So, and he's been on the board for quite a while. Actually, quite a while. And also, Foothill Fire Protection District, Jeffrey B. Baum won, and Ed Anderson, who has been a huge player in county politics for years.
He has?
Yes, but not in the way that you would think. He's very...
behind the scenes?
He's very outspoken, actually, in that he will let the Board of Supervisors know when he thinks things are not going correctly, and he's actually been up to Sacramento and had legislation introduced. He's a little political player, and he has a wonderful wife. Her name is Kiss.
Very nice. And that may have been a tough name to grow up with in school.
I don't think that's her real name.
Oh.
But that's what everybody calls her, and she's just the nicest woman. So basically, and those were the full-term Foothill Fire Protection District results, and there were short-term ones as well. Ronnie Spradling won, and for the short term, and Valley Springs Public Utility District 2, Connie Gleason and Robert Robertson. And what's funny is Robert Robertson won with 49 votes, which means, I mean, although it's a 32%, almost 33% voter turnout, there's not very many voters turning out.
And that, yeah.
Which is a little interesting, so. And most people probably didn't realize there was an election going on.
No, I don't think they did. It was one of those things where...
Right underneath the radar.
Yeah. Unless you were running. And then
you were running.
And then you were interested.
Then you were very interested.
Then you called everybody in your address
district,
book.
Exactly.
Please vote for me. Please.
Vote for me. Yes. So.
And we also have a little bit of light news from Ken Churches. Well, not light news, but he sent us an article today on early fall in the Sierra.
Oh.
And this is because he's had some questions. He's had some
phone calls,
some phone calls wondering and said, "Hey, it's fall early. All the leaves are turning brown.
Is my tree dying?
Is my tree dying?" And he says, "Typically this happens in dry years, and typically the tree will be just fine. But it is because the moisture content goes down in the leaves. It'll go into fall early."
Oh, really?
So they're going to move up Halloween.
Smoking hot outside.
We're going to be doing Halloween
on
in a
September
couple
31st
weeks. Yeah,
instead of October 31st. We just do things a little differently here in Calaveras County. We'll just move that Halloween
we'll just
date
move it up.
over.
Yeah,
exactly.
we'll just move it up.
Exactly.
Well, what's going on this weekend?
There's a lot going on this weekend.
You think?
And you're going to be out covering it.
A lot of it, yes, we will.
Friday, August 31st. I cannot believe it's the end of August. Can you believe it's the end of August? I cannot believe it's the end of August. August 31st, the 6th annual Arts of Bear Valley Art in the Park at Big Tree State
continuing.
Park is still going on. So if you haven't had a chance to go out there to Jack Knight Hall, it is well worth seeing. And
we have to do a minor correction from a couple weeks ago because somebody called us that we had mentioned that if you say you're going to the arts show that you could get a free pass, but that is no longer the case. That was the case in previous years. Okay. So you do have to pay full freight to get into the park, but it's definitely worth it. Because I guess they had people going for the show ostensibly and tend to hang around and.
Yes.
So there was
the
some
ambiance of the trees.
Yes, there was some tree crashers that had to be.
Okay. So they had to be dealt with.
Yes.
Okay, dealt with.
At least that is our understanding. And so that goes on through Jackknight Hall, and there's if you want to look at, there's an article on the site down a little lower that's some nice pictures. And I'll see if I can find those.
Pictures. Also, Fresh Fridays market at Utica Park is still going on, and that starts at 5:30. And you can find fresh produce from Calaveras grown vendors, as well as other types of items there. It's actually kind of a nice summer Friday night event that goes on. And the last weekend of Stop the Presses, or She's Not My Type. Is that the last weekend?
There it is, right there. And She's Not My Type. We'll close this weekend at Black Bart Playhouse. It's an old-time melodrama that encouraged the audience to boo the villain, yay, the hero, and awe, the heroine. The cast is made up of community members that many will recognize.
Mostly from the Calaveras Enterprise.
Yes.
Mostly from our local publication. And tickets are $10 for adults and $8 for children and seniors. And you can either purchase your tickets in advance by going to www.murphysblackbartplayers.com, or you can call 728-8842, or just get your tickets at the door.
And also, while you're there in Murphy's, Humble Boy is playing at the Murphy's Creek Theater. And performances take place at the Cornelia B. Stevenow Amphitheater at Stevenow Winery. And it also, let's see, and it's limited low back chairs. This is really a great place to see a play.
It's beautiful.
Very nice. This is going on August 23rd through September 15th, with an additional show on Sunday, September 2nd.
Okay.
So
go out and
give them a call, murphyscreektheater.org.
$20 in advance.
$20 in advance,
$22
at the show, and call MCT at 728-8422 and tell them the Pine Tree sent you, and they will charge you double.
Yes. Then we get half.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's how that share works, right? Yeah. And this is the big annual logging jamboree this weekend up in Arnold.
This is the big event.
The big event. The Sierra Nevada Logging Museum will have its 12th annual logging jamboree.
My wife has been practicing for this.
What's she going to do? What's her event?
Well, she's imagining that it's me she's throwing the axe at, and she's been really effective.
She's been very
accurate.
Good at
yes, I mean it's and I've been quite amazed at the
her accuracy,
at the speed in which she can throw that axe as well. It's it's nary a miss. Needless to say, the picture she had of me in the center is a little bit trashed, but it's
she'll just have to replace that. That's all. Just bring it another way.
Yeah. Yes. So it has the target that has been very well delineated. And,
it's been mangled.
Yes.
Anyway, it's held on Saturday and Sunday, September 1st and 2nd from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Admission is $5 for adults and children under 12, and you may, each admission includes a raffle ticket, which is kind of a cool thing. First prize is $500 in cash. Second prize is a $300 gift certificate from Big Trees Market, and third is $400 in cash. And it includes logging competitions. When it's not just axe throwing.
No, it's not. Yes, you can.
There's a lot of other competitions and educational exhibits and those types of things you can go to. And this is a really crowded event.
Yes, it is, and it's really cool. Crosscut saws and all that.
Exactly. And the Black Irish Band will be playing on Saturday.
And Patrick Conahan of the Black Irish Band.
Yes, sirree, Bob.
And also, the other big thing in Arnold is the Arnold Cedar Center Arts and Crafts Festival. A festival of arts and crafts featuring vendors from throughout the Sierra. Continuous entertainment. Continuous entertainment. They
Continuous.
don't. That's impressive. It's
That
continuous.
is impressive. It is continuous.
All day, including music and juggling performances. Bristol's Ranch House Cafe, downtown Arnold, and downtown Arnold. So it sounds like this one is extended for the Bristol's parking lot, and also Cedar Center. Kind of looks that way.
It does. It does.
And I don't know if I can. Let's see. Do we have anything we can juggle here? Let's see if we can juggle a remote and a watch.
You try.
Never mind. We're not going to juggle anything. You'll have to go to the Arts and Crafts Festival to witness juggling.
To witness juggling. Okay. Tamale and bake sale, actually. Ebbets Pass Women of the Moose are raising money for their community service projects.
The Moose Women.
The Moose Women are having a tamale and bake sale on Saturday. So if you like tamales, go on out there and get some.
This is a dumb question. When was the last time somebody saw a moose in California? I know there's probably some place where we can find elk. But other than the Moose Lodge, I don't think we have native...
I don't think we have native moose.
Native moose. I don't think we have native moose. Do you?
No, I don't think we do have native moose.
We have... Yeah. Okay, we'll just move on from there. All right.
We have native lions.
Native
bears.
lions. Yeah, mountain lions.
Mountain
bears.
lions. We have bears. We have...
But not...
Do we have elk?
Well, I'm sure there's elk somewhere. There isn't like Grand Canyon. That's in Arizona, so it's not too far away. So there's got to be a couple elk roaming around somewhere.
I've never heard of elk in California. Deer.
Uh-oh. Now I feel a Google coming on.
I do not know. Let's see. Let's Google this. Let's figure this out. And I will talk about Cedar Center live music. Homegrown will be playing from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. in conjunction with the Sierra Nevada Arts Festival. So there's actually a lot going on in Arnold this weekend.
Look like much.
And then there's also, obviously, Art in the Park at Big Trees is still going on. That'll be going on all weekend long. And there we go. There we go. Now this is a very cool thing. Meet the authors at Murphy's Bookstore. Murphy's Bookstore is located down there near Sierra Hills Market in Murphy's. And the owner, Paul, is like the fabulous book guy. And local authors, Judith Marvin, Julia Costello, and Salvatore Manna will be signing their new book, Northern Calaveras.
I did find a moose sighting.
Oh, did you?
Moose Stubing. He was born in 1938. He was a minor league manager and major league pitcher and baseball coach. And he played for the California Angels.
That doesn't count. We're talking
so
about
Moose
animals.
Stubing was... Oh, okay.
And back to the book signing. Northern Calaveras is the book that these three wrote, and the signing will take place at Murphy's Books from noon until 2 p.m. So there will be copies on sale, and you can get the authors to sign them.
We found
the Presses, or She's Not My Type, is still on.
We found elk. There we go. It's a species of deer, one of the largest mammals.
People eat them, apparently. Okay. Humble Boy is still on, too. Okay, let's go to Sunday. And if you want any more details on any of these events going on this weekend, just log on to thepinetree.net and go to our
now, if we're looking at elk calendar for California, it looks like, Sarah, what do you think? The very upper regions, looks like up near the Oregon border.
That looks like fully Oregon to me. I think we.
Well, there's a San Francisco Bay.
Are you sure?
Yep. So I would say if you're looking for elk sightings,
this is the bay.
Right.
That little thing right there?
Yeah.
That little thing?
So I would say, or that's probably Monterey Bay.
No, it's not Monterey.
I think you can find elk in Northern California.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. Let's look at this map again. Wait, see, he moved it around so I can't
Let's go back. Let's see. Here we go. Elk, as we're blowing time here. Let's see. Where's distribution?
Right there, number 4.
Oh, distribution.
Okay, Appalachia, Kentucky, North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin.
That's it.
New Zealand,
New Zealand.
Australia, Ireland, Chile. Doesn't say anything about California. Okay, back to
all
the
right,
calendar.
Well,
Hey, there's a quest for this weekend. Try and find an elk.
try and find an elk. See, somebody's probably going to call us now and go, "You
say,
morons!
"You
There's
idiots."
elk. Yeah, there's
There's tons of elk here.
yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Cedar Center Arts and Crafts Festival all day on Saturday. And you can do this one, the Bear Valley Triathlon.
Yes, On Your
Yes.
Mark Events is putting on the, what is it? What annual is it? It is the,
Let's see here, 600-yard swim, 10.5-mile bike ride, 3.4-mile run, which doesn't tell you what annual it is.
it doesn't.
No.
Oh, and also, if you're looking at, this is put on by Mark Ayton. So this is from last year, and this is a little clip we put up of Mark Ayton for last year's. Now, he runs a very fascinating company called On Your Mark Events,
Yes.
which we've touched briefly on.
Yes, we
Is
have.
he runs an event timing company where they run about 60 triathlons throughout the Northern California.
Isn't that amazing?
So he's here basically during the week, and then on weekends he's out hither and yon
Hither and yon all over the state,
running
Northern California.
triathlons.
Wow.
So, if you want to
Does
see,
he actually participate in them, or he just
I think he just times
facilitates them?
He
Okay.
facilitates. The interesting thing is, they do all the timing and stuff for the Police Olympics.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. So, anyway,
Very nice. And
On Your Mark
Nevada.
Events, let's see, we'll give you the numbers here, and we'll turn that off for a second. Oh, yes, John with the Pine Tree, we've seen enough of you. All right, okay. 795-7832 and 795-7832 if you want more information on the Bear Valley Triathlon, and also
Yes.
go to onyourmarkevents.com.
And also, Logging Jamboree still going on Sunday.
Big logging jamboree.
Big one.
It is. The big logging jamboree.
Supervisors will be there. Supervisor Marita Calloway will be
Because
there.
it's in her district.
Yes, and then I can't remember, I think it was Supervisor Bill Claudino was going to fill in for her on Sunday.
Oh, really?
And she's going on Saturday.
Now, she recently had surgery, didn't she?
I didn't
Because
know
I saw
that.
her last night at the Livable Arnold Mobility Plan meeting. Now, I guess we touched briefly on it last
Yeah,
night.
you have to explain that, though. How do you know she had surgery if you saw her yesterday? I saw her Tuesday.
Because she couldn't speak. Because she had, looks like, oral or
She must have
dental
had that
surgery.
done
Yes.
on Wednesday, then. The vagaries of Calaveras County politicians. You
Yes,
see?
everybody does know everybody in a small county.
And we all know what's going on.
and
We
hope
just
you're-
can't say it.
And we hope you're feeling better, Marita.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Now, last night was the Arnold Rural Livable Community-Based Mobility Plan Workshop number 1.
Number one. And how many? Is it number one of how many?
I don't know, but I know there will be more.
There will be two.
And this
at
is
least.
this was a great exercise where they basically went down and said, what would you like to do with Arnold? And they trotted out some other examples like Truckee, Lake Oswego, Oregon, some other
Yes.
ones that have taken, that are technically gateway cities that may or may not have a state highway running through them, and looking at what they can do. And there's some really amazing things they can do. For example, with like pavement treatments and things.
Yes.
For example, if you, let's say at the beginning and ending of Arnold, if they put in maybe a little archway or a Welcome to Arnold thing, but then if you put some stamped pavement in there with a color delineation difference, the changes that it makes in the look and feel of the town.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's just one of the little things, basically how you can do architectural. There were lots of towns I looked at that had snow loads and different things that you could do, and it was very nice. So the next one that comes up, if you're interested in the development and business climate in the Arnold or Ebbets Pass corridor, not only for biking and pedestrian, which was part of this, but also it's just a beautification, beautification project for downtown Arnold. So that was last night.
Nice. Did a lot of people go?
There was not as many as I think they would have liked. I mean, there could have been more. There really could have. And so next time, everybody needs to go out and do it. All right.
Okay. Weather.
Weather.
We're ready for weather.
We are ready, and it is, shall we say, warm.
It's warm.
Just warm.
It's still warm. Yes, still warm. Friday. Actually, where am I? Arnold. Actually, tonight, slight chance of thunderstorms. Friday, 90 degrees. Saturday, 90 degrees. And Sunday, 90 degrees.
And probably a bit humid, huh?
Yes.
Okay, Bear Valley. This is nice. They made a little change in the National Weather Service thing, so they put the elevations right on there.
Yes,
that is a new and minor difference, but I think I like it.
Yes, very nice.
And they are quoting this as an elevation of 7,065 feet, with a 20% chance of thunderstorms tonight, partly cloudy tomorrow at 83, a low of 57. And if you're running in the Bear Valley Triathlon, it will be a high of 81.
That's awfully
82.
hot to be in a triathlon.
Really?
I think it would be.
It's better than 100 and some.
That's true.
Yeah, which it has been on occasion in the one that he runs in Copperopolis.
Okay. That's like enduro beyond enduro.
Yeah.
Whoa. Murphy's weather. Hot, hot, hot.
Oh.
Friday, 101 degrees. Saturday, 98 degrees. And Sunday, 98 degrees.
You know, I didn't realize Murphy's was that elevation. I thought it was a bit lower, but it's at 2,300 feet. Huh. So Angels Camp at 1,489 feet, 100 tomorrow, 98 on Saturday, and 98 on Sunday.
Wow. That is just hot.
A bit warm.
Let's try and get to Copperopolis and Valley Springs. Copperopolis.
And I'll go to Bangor, Maine.
Thunder showers. Thursday, 97 degrees. Friday, 100 degrees. Saturday, 101 degrees. And Sunday, 99 degrees.
Wow. 79 degrees in Bangor, Maine today with a 56-degree low. It is thunder and lightning, so careful with your fishing rigs. Friday, high of 76 with a low of 52, a little bit of showers. Saturday, high of 76, low of 49, sunshine. And Sunday, 76 and 55 with sunshine.
That's kind of nice. Those are nice little temperatures in Bangor, Maine.
So, not a bad weekend to go to Bangor, Maine.
Not a bad weekend. And Valley Springs, as soon as it comes up, I'll let you know what your weather is going to be like. And we could just
Did anything catch your fancy on the national news?
I didn't look at national. I looked at state, actually.
Well, the other interesting thing is it looks like Fred Thompson is going to announce on Jay Leno. So
like a Schwarzenegger thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely.
So I think that
that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
This race will be very interesting. Let's see here. Thursday, 95 degrees. Friday, 101 degrees. Saturday, 98 degrees. Sunday, 99 degrees. And Monday, 95 degrees. And that's in Valley Springs.
And did you hear what happened at the UN, one of the offices the UN inspectors were renting in New York today?
Do tell. Do tell.
Weapons of mass destruction from Saddam Hussein's regime were found.
Oh, lovely.
No, the UN inspectors in an office that they were using left behind vials of the chemical weapons that they had retrieved from Iraq during the times they were doing the weapons inspections before leading up. So, if you were looking to see where those weapons of mass destruction were, the UN had them.
Yes, the UN office.
They were in a UN office in New York City.
Can you imagine?
So that's where those weapons of mass destruction went. They were at the UN.
Just makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it, and we'll see you again.
Yes. Have a good weekend.
Good night.
Good night.